Welcome to Mitchell Elementary's ELF unit on Air and Sound. This will be the introduction for Center 5 and training for Center 5, Air and Sound. So this is our only unit with the Air and Sound, or our only center with the Air and Sound unit that is specific to sound. Without air, we wouldn't have sound. So we're going to discuss sound waves and how all that stuff works. One of the precursors, or the most important things to talk about, is the anatomy of the ear. And you'll go over this little poster with the kids, and you're going to talk about the inner ear and the inner drum and the little bones in there, and how vibrations of air make sound. So that's the main idea and objective of this center. So as always, we have our outline taped here to the top of our bin, and there are 2 exercises to do with this unit, and there's a couple games at the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to understand how sound waves move through the air and transfer force onto other objects when they come in contact with them. So the first one is waving water, and we filled a small cup of water with and we want the surface to become calm. Here I have my little assistant. She's going to try real hard not to touch the surface of the water. But when I tell her to, she's going to pick up a tuning fork. We have 2 tuning forks. They're quite expensive, so treat them with care. Pick up a tuning fork, gently hit it on the edge of the table, and put it in the water. Oh, that didn't do too good of a demonstration, so I will try. So what we're noticing right now is she put the fork back in there without hitting it. The water surface does not move. Now she's going to take the fork out, and I'm going to try. And this, actually, the whacking of the tuning fork should be done by the parent or the adult volunteer. Okay, so now we're going to focus on the center, on the water. Don't touch our little table, Taylor. Okay, we're going to whack it, and we're going to touch the surface of the water. Well, it didn't do a very good demonstration, but I'm guessing with the class and the still water, you'll see ripples on the water. So you'll whack the tuning fork and place it in the water. You'll do a plain tuning fork first. You see nothing happens, and once you give it a good whack, it will... There it went. Did you see that? Let's try it again where you can see it. Okay, you got to give it a pretty good whack. Watch the surface of the water. There, did you see it splashed out? Fascinating. So that just shows the violent reaction of the sound waves with the water. So that's our first demonstration with the tuning fork. Also, you can have the kids, these are both in different musical notes. One's A and one's E. You can whack them and have the kids hear, maybe one in each ear, and see if they can tell the difference of the sound. The next thing that we're going to talk about so that they can visualize these sound waves moving through the air is we have a little sewing kit here. And there's needles on this little thing here that says needles. Fancy, fancy. And there's thread in there. Oh, okay. So you're going to take out a needle. Easy for me to say. Ouch. Oh dear. I guess I should have tested my equipment before I started. Okay, there we go. Now we can see how fast I can thread a needle. Well, that's not so good. I had it all threaded and ready to go. Bear with me, people. Here we go. We're going to thread the needle. What we're going to do after that is we're going to stab this through a piece of cereal. And then we're going to whack that tuning fork and press the cereal through between the tines and see what happens. Here we go. Stand by. I've almost got it. Be patient. Okay. Whew. Okay, no pressure, no pressure. Okay, so now we have a thread and a needle, and now we have Rice Krispies. So you'll take out a Rice Krispie. Taylor's very excited about this. Do you want 1 Rice Krispie? That's not a very good snack. I think we'll save it. Okay, and we're going to take 1 Rice Krispie, puncture it. Ouch! Pass the needle through, and we want it suspended on the string, so we're going to suspend it on the string, la-di-da. Take our needle very carefully, put it back in there. Now you might not have to do this for every single class. Every single rotation. No pressure there, so. Okay, Taylor, now I want you to whack one of those. And I'm going to, well, first of all, hold it straight up. Okay, look what happens when I put it in there. Nothing happens. The cereal doesn't move. Nothing's going on. The cereal's just going right through. So now we're going to have Taylor whack it and see what happens to my cereal. Okay, now you just need to hold it by the very bottom of the fork. There you go. Whack it good and hard on that chair. And then I'm going to pass the cereal through. You hold still. Oh! You can't really see it, but you can hear it. It's buzzing like a bug in the light. The cereal is bouncing around like crazy. So we'll do it one more time and see if we can catch it on film. Okay, ready? Now you just hold still. I'll move to you, okay? So whack it and then hold still. Oh, you didn't whack it good. Try it again. Okay, try it. Here, now I hear it. Well, I must have hit the edge of it. Well, people, it will whack, and it will do quite violent reaction here, as I heard it before, so I know it works. So anyway, you could do it with both of them and see if the cereal reacts more violently or not. But that's our 2 demonstrations with the tuning forks. So the other thing we have with the Center 5 is books, always books. This will give us some demonstrations into how we hear and why we hear and stuff like that. We also have a picture of an airplane breaking the sound barrier. And if we can get to it in time, we'll make a disc, and there will be, if there's a laptop available, then maybe we'll have a video of the man breaking the sound barrier, the man that just did his rocket suit, or a plane breaking the sound barrier to show the violence of sound waves. Okay, so then there's 2 games with this center at the end after you go through the demonstration with the tuning forks. Then you could go through these games. There's one called Why 2 Ears, and there's one called Do You Hear What I Hear? Both of these games are probably going to want to play in the hallway, and hopefully a quieter hallway, so that you can experience the sounds in their least molested form there. So Why 2 Ears, you're going to learn how we detect the location of sound using both ears. So you're going to form a circle, and you're going to have some child stand in the middle, and you'll point to kids around and have them clap. This would also be a great conclusion game. So anyway, you'll have them clap, and you'll have the child that's blindfolded. There's a blindfold in the bin. You'll have the child that's blindfolded point to where the clap came from. And also another option for that is to have the child cover one ear or both ears and see if they're still as accurate locating the sound. The other game is called Do You Hear What I Hear? And that's to experience the challenge of identifying common sounds using only one's hearing. So again, you're going to use the blindfold. You'll have the kids all sit in a circle, and you could blindfold all the kids, I guess, if you wanted to, and just say them by name. And then we have a bag of supplies here, and with different things that they can try to identify the sound. And feel free to bring in your own. I don't remember why we have the straws in here. Anyways, we have paper to rip, so they can tell us guess what the sound is. Ripping paper. We have a zipper to zip. We have a stapler to staple. Oops, with staples in it. We have a comb to play. This one might actually get them. We have pen to click, twigs to break, and anything else you can think of to bring in, you're certainly more than welcome to do so. Oh, we have Velcro. This is another good one. Guess what that is, kids? Did you hear that, kids? Guess what that is? So that gives you all kinds of fun things to do. And that's really the basic things for Center 5. So if you have any questions about Center 5, feel free to email us at mitchellelf@gmail.com. Thank you.